Greetings and welcome back to Republican Bayonets on the Rhine with the Battle of Valmy. Now, where we left off, the Austrians had just started arriving, but my main assault by the Prussians has hit a stone wall, essentially. But without further ado, let's see what the French get up to. Nice! Sniped a gun. I will put this on slightly faster speed, even with this very light rain. Let's see, what does he do? Oh, hello. That's a lot quicker than I wanted it. Oof. But he's charging here. That's not a welcome sight, to say the least. Hmm. That wasn't that bad for once. This is gonna hurt. Oof. "16 men there. Nice. Got a counter snipe of a gun. Nice, another gun. With its crew shot by the battalion that's there. Not that effective. That one was a bit more effective because it disordered them. This is gonna hurt. Not as much as I thought it would, to be fair. That hurt. Ow, that hurt. Thankfully, my guns are really starting to not necessarily cause excessive casualties, but they're certainly chipping away. Well, hello there. I think at this point General Wolfrath will have to start withdrawing. Disorder or no disorder. Alright, he hit those hussars and they didn't budge. So, they routed, and then over here, the entirety, it looks like the entirety of that brigade routed, which makes sense at this point. They've been fighting for a long time. Reinforcements have arrived. 12 units undisorder, 2 units rally, 4 units recover fatigue, 6 routed. The 1st, 2nd and 3rd battalions of IR-12, the Kleist, and the 1st and 3rd battalions of the Hohenlohe Regiment, IR-32. So, yeah, that entire brigade. And then the Ernst Fusilier Battalion 19. And then 1 unit resupplied. So, again, all things considered, I am not at all surprised this lot finally gave up the ghost of that fight. So let's get these boys, quote, out of the way now. They've done what they needed to do. So let's do the artillery first of all, actually. Blast you. That was really anemic. Blast them. You will hit them. The Ostendorf foot artillery battery. Hit them. Let's blast them. That's a lot of French artillery. You shall blast them. Shoot those National Guards. And you'll shoot those National Guards. So the Konitz, these boys will continue to withdraw. As I just look to start reforming, essentially. Got to try and start reforming this unholy mess. Wolframsdorf. Shoot at them. You're not going to do anything, as I suspected. But you're going to get blasted in the face. Other things. You need to get out of the way. You're of no use to me now. Now, let's get these hussars back towards where they can be useful. The big thing here is I want to play delay. And then these dragoons, under General Stein, will go sit over there. Pesky French artillery is really making it hard to do anything. And the Feldjägers also fall back. I think for the most part, I'm just going to essentially withdraw the Hertzbergs. Wolframsdorf under Louis of Baden. So yeah, I think General Wolframsdorf alright, they will remain there for the time being. Flink. Do your usual plinking away, please. Except for you, you are going to begin falling back, as you are of no use at this point. Plink. General Schoenfeld. This battalion of the Schoenfeld will have a choice to make. But for now, we are just going to pull back the Budberg Regiment because they're not of no use sitting there getting blasted by those cannons at point blank range. I will advance the 1st Battalion of the Brunswick to there. They'll get blasted in the face and lose, what, good 20, 30, 50 odd men? No, 30. We'll deliver that to him in return. And then this 3rd Battalion of the Brunswicks will also advance. And look to do the same. I think my biggest mistake here is I've been fighting this too much like it's 7 Years' War. That is probably my greatest fault here. I've been fighting it like it's the 7 Years' War, which it very much is not. Right, you can't do anything because, well, multiple reasons. They will come up here, look to finish them off for me. You are low ammo, which is not at all, which means pretty much nothing. Let's do that, and then that. Here, I think I will just keep what I'm doing. Ooh, actually. Well, I'm not going to advance out the woods. I'm in a sort of a position to hit there. They will hit forward. You will volley them. And then the 3rd Battalion of the Fadens. Let me do that. I know it's dopey, but getting rid of these annoying, pesky skirmishers is worth it. Every skirmisher gotten rid of is a good thing. General Homburg will go there. This battalion is going to fall back. You are going to want limber there. Bush and the Kunitz regiment. Now, I could charge, but there's nothing to charge. That's the problem. Well, for now then, General Boros and the Austrian Hussars will march this way. For 2 big reasons, really. These 10 squadrons of Austrian Hussars will very much help secure my right flank, as will these 5 squadrons of dragoons. I mean, why am I really caring about them? I shouldn't be. And General Miamon with more Austrian infantry, specifically 2 regiments. And then August Muller with 2 batteries of guns and then a bunch of wagons. And that is the entirety of the Austrian contingent arrived on the field. Now, back up here, I am going to order a charge by the Norman Dragoons. And they are going to charge. I can either charge those men or them. I think I'm going to charge them. The Lorraine. And then the Ansbach Dragoons are going to move up and basically support. But also basically guard their flank. The Lotham Dragoons could charge, but it's not really going to achieve all that much. What about the Kola Hussars? A charge of perhaps 6 squadrons of Hussars. I think it's worth it, actually. And of course, they rout. They will charge. And then these 2, they will charge. I am very, very disappointed in you, Kola Hussars. And then I'll charge this squadron to assist into the Champagne, Chasseur Cheval, and the 2nd Squadron of the 5th Hussars. It should give me enough to perhaps send them packing. It's not gonna radically shatter the entire enemy army, but it's going to be at least helpful. And then you will about face, you will turn, and then you're all facing in that general direction. And then this battalion will remain where it is. Alright. Again, for the most part, what's my losses like at the moment? Ugh, atrocious. I just cannot break them. Oh, right. Crown Prince Frederick Wilhelm was wounded, wasn't he? Well, I suppose he's better off than General Pulley and General Bayavant, as they are both dead. Still, for now, as bad as this situation remains, I can hopefully do something about it. Yeah, there'd be a lot of disorders. But also a lot of disorders among his bunch. What about high fatigue? Yeah, I've got a lot of high fatigue units. Isolated, nothing. Detached, we've got some detached, naturally. Everyone who could or should be firing has fired. What about low ammo? Any low ammos? Just 2? Which should hopefully fix itself. Yeah, I think that's that then. I could throw these boys forward, but I don't see the necessary point of it at the moment. So we shall wait and see with that. So for now, let's push on to the melee phase. Bloody, but fairly worth it. And then one last one. And then over here, okay, that was ineffective, but it at least, quote, has disordered them, among other things. You will advance that way. You will attempt to advance, probably lose way too many men to do so, which you did. Um... Alright, let us advance here for two reasons, really. I lose a crap ton of men doing so, but it also gets me out of the line of fire of two batteries of guns. I'd rather be shot at by one than two. But again, all things considered, this French artillery has just been making me pay horrifically to do things. Hopefully, I can make use of the Austrians to bash through any high fatigue units in his centre, but we shall see. Again, I think I've just been fighting this too much like a 7 Years' War battle, which is not unsurprising. Everyone still thought this was the 7 Years' War, essentially, especially this early in the Revolutionary Wars, so things are troubled, but not catastrophic yet. So we shall see about what we can do with this situation. So for now, what have I lost? 8,000 men? To 5? 8 to 5, that's pretty bad, but not atrocious, all things considered. I have had worse. But for now, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But until next time, this has been the Battle of Valmy in Republican Bayonets on the Rhine, and I will see you all very soon. So until then, bye-bye for now.